Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is Camp Slash Horrorcast Season 2, Episode 25, The Faculty. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast, so what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast. There it is. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to We Are Camp Slash Horror Slash.
We are.
Right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, live on Twitch. I'm your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. I've got Javi. I don't think that a person should run unless he's being chased by Rez. Javi, how are you doing today, sir?
I would just like to say, even if I'm being chased, I'm probably still not going to run. I want to speed walk for about 45 seconds.
I'm not going to like it, but I'll run from you.
Next, we got Jay. I always thought the only alien in the high school was me, McClintock. Jay, how are you doing today, sir?
I am doing well.
Next, we've got Jake. Sometimes she can be a real bitch, Pinkston. Jake, how are you doing today, sir?
Ow.
And finally, we got Diego. I like to think of it as stealing, actually. Rangel. Diego, how are you, sir?
That's me. Should have worn the shirt that I stole, but
you should have 100%.
Yeah.
Guys, we watched The Faculty, directed by Robert Rodriguez, kind of written by Kevin Williamson, kind of. We'll get into that with the story by David Weckner and Bruce Kimmel. Release date December 25th, 1998. That's right. They put this bitch out on Christmas. What were they thinking? Running time 104 minutes. Yeah, ooh. Such a weird choice, though. That's just definitely
that doesn't seem like a Christmas movie.
No, but I'm saying kids, whenever they're teenagers and it's Christmas Day, you're done opening up presents. What do you want to do? Let's go see a fucking movie because there's nothing else you can do because you're still 16 or 17, and this is marketed right for those motherfuckers.
That's true. It came out at the right time for
Sure.
me. I was the right age, 13 or so when this came out, and like I looked up to these guys in this movie, and I thought they were ancient, and they were only a couple years older than me. Budget 15 million, box office 63.2 million. Synopsis: to the students at the Harrington High, the principal and her posse of teachers have always been a little odd, but lately they've been behaving positively alien. Controlled by otherworldly parasites, the faculty try to infect students one by one. Cheerleader Delilah, football player Stan, drug dealer Zeke, not Stan. What's
Quarterback.
Casey's the nerd.
Thank you.
Casey.
Outcast Stokely, along with new girl Mary Beth, team up to fight back against the invaders.
By the way, who didn't have a crush on Mary Beth?
Oh my dear Lord, I didn't. I had a crush on the gay one.
No.
Crush on
I
the
had
gay.
She wasn't gay.
Crush
She
on
wasn't gay.
Delilah.
She's gay in real life.
Jordana Brewster.
Oh, is she?
Hmm? You had a crush on who, Jake?
Delilah.
Yeah.
No.
Jordana Brewster's hot as hell.
Fuck
All right.
yeah, dude. Fast and the
She's
Furious.
too rude, man.
Come on.
You know you love it.
I don't give a shit about her being rude, man. Her pussy probably don't taste rude.
It just starts yelling at you.
It starts mocking you like fucking Statler and Waldorf.
No,
You call that fucking my clit? Oh! Or shit like that.
So I had a crush on Stokely, and I think it's because my first girlfriend kind of looks like her, but I had a huge crush on her. I thought she was awesome. But yeah, let's get into talking about the movie, or history with it at least. Let's start with Hobbs. I'm a little bit drunk. The Hobbs, what's your history with the faculty?
All right, picture it. 13-year-old hobby. 2000, summer. I just went for a walk to my local video store, Latin America Video. And then there I went to the horror section. It was subtitled because it was cheap and all the movies were in Spanish. But I rented La Faculty, or however they said it in Spanish. I'm not good at it. It's not my first language. And I go home and I watch it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I had to watch it again. I had to actually properly rent it from Blockbuster a month later so I could actually understand what happened. Oh, that was the first time I saw it. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but this seems pretty fucking cool. What's the deal with this white powder that's sorting out of Bic pens? And like, I remember just watching it, just like being like fucking enthralled. Like, I can't understand it, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. And I rented it a month later from Blockbuster like a proper person, like a real adult, 13. And I was like, holy shit, it's about fucking aliens. And it just blew my fucking mind.
How did you watch it not know it was about aliens? At the end, the alien shows up.
I could have been monsters for all I knew.
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying. So
but it was fucking aliens. And I remember just thinking, oh, that's so fucking good. And I really liked it even more. And yeah. And it had one of my favorite character actors, the fucking angry jock with the curly red hair. I don't know that fucker's name, but I always love that guy and everything.
Sean Hatosi. Outside Providence, bro. Outside Providence.
So fucking badass. Either way, I fucking love this movie.
What are you talking into a fucking candle? What is it?
This is actually my microphone now.
Yeah, I know that. Like you're like Gus Johnson. You just have it like taped to random shit. What is?
I know. I was like, I had it on a pencil last week. I had it on an electric eraser
now.
Just be careful.
It's not a joint. It's actually like a knitting thing.
Okay, but be careful.
Dude,
every time you move it,
swear.
Yeah, every time you move it, it's making a lot of noise and it's crackling. So I noticed that.
A lot of noise.
Just tape it to your lapel, dude. Like
it's not a joint.
Yeah,
it's a knitting thing. That is the nerdiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
If anything, I
know you like the Gene Rainbird aesthetic of it, like holding.
I do. I like hello.
All right,
I'm still gonna do this then, man. With no mic on.
Just be careful, dude. You're gonna take out your eye or something. I know.
I ain't Ralphie from Christmas Story. I ain't that little punk bitch.
Until halfway into the cast, you're like, ah. All right, Jay, what's your history with the movie?
This was absolutely 100% directed exactly towards me in my generation. I saw it probably December 27th, 1998. It was awesome, and I was really pumped when I found out that it was shot entirely in Texas.
Hell yeah.
Rodriguez, man.
100% Robert Rodriguez. He made the best of the money. He even went as far as get more money from this movie by doing Tommy Hilfiger ads with all the cast, and I remember seeing those on MTV at the time.
They're wearing a bunch of the fucking shirts in the movie. Also, you can
you could tell
they got filmed in Texas.
Houston and partially Dallas too, and somewhere else. I can't remember the third.
San Marcos, Lockhart, Austin, Dallas. It was a little all over the place in the good Lone Star State.
Yet takes place in Ohio. Don't know why.
That's fine.
Jake, what is your history with the movie?
Saw it probably whenever I was 15 or 16, like right after it came out. I really hadn't ever watched it all the way through. I've seen the movie before. I've seen everything that happens to it, but this is like my first sit down all the way through watching it.
Nice. So. I'm excited to see what you think about it. Plus, I know you take extensive notes, so that's going to help.
Yeah, I
gotta. Yes. And then finally, we got Diego, the baby of the group today. Diego, this movie probably seems ancient to you.
It's old. It's old.
Damn it! How old are you? This guy, like he's on here for 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's just a baby.
Baby. When did this come out? 98?
98? You weren't even born, were you?
No. Maybe conceived. But
he laughs. He laughs. He's like, no.
No. He's like, don't lump me in the same category as you, old fox. No.
You guys are old. You're old.
Yeah.
So, all right, Diego, what's your history with the movie?
No, well, I'm much more of a casual viewer. You know, I don't have notes necessarily.
You don't have to take notes. You're fine. What's your history?
I watched The Thing, another old movie. You know, I like The Thing a lot. I think I don't know. I looked it up because I want to learn more about it or something. I think The Faculty was under one of the recommended movies. So I watched it once a while ago, but I didn't fully pay attention to it. You know, so yeah, this was my first time really paying attention.
What? You were the one that was like, that movie's awesome. I was like, well, then we'll get
Yeah,
you
but
on
I
the
was more
cast.
like halfway. I was
I was kind of fucked up whenever I was saying that.
Are you sure you don't do drugs?
And then you wrangled me
As far
into
as I
it,
know,
like
no.
a month and a half later. You're like, "Hey, you remember that one time that you said the faculty was awesome?"
That's basically what happened in a nutshell right there. And I was like, well, you can be on the cast then. And he watched it the other day. He's like, it was a good movie. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right,
I fucking love that.
I remember the whenever they were making this, I remember the MTV had a bunch of behind the scenes, like I said, the Tommy Hilfiger things. They were showing a bunch of those commercials, and I was big into Usher back then because a girl I liked was big into Usher. So I was like, Usher is the
You're
shit.
saying it wrong.
I know, you're right. Trying to cover up stuff. And so anyhow, I was like, that's super cool. He's going to be in this movie because it was his first movie. So I didn't know who Robert Rodriguez was. I think I knew who Elijah Woods was, maybe from The Good Son, which I thought was awesome when I was
It's
a
a good
kid.
movie.
He's
North.
Yeah,
It's
North.
North, bro.
Like he
It's
was
North.
quite a few things. So it was one of those things where I was like, that's cool. And when I saw it, I was shocked that Usher wasn't in it a lot. That's the one thing I took away from it. But this is probably one of the first horror movies I ever saw because it's kind of like horror light. And I was really afraid of horror movies at that time. So once I saw it, I was like, oh, this is badass. I really dig this. This is cool. Go ahead, Diego.
Was the new football captain Usher?
Yeah, that was Usher.
That was Usher?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Like he used to act in movies for like 3 or 4 years. He ended up doing a shooting movie. It was not very long. What happened was he ended up doing this movie about these classmates taking over the school with a bunch of guns, and then Columbine happened. And then they made that movie disappear real fucking quick. And after that, he was never really an actor after that. This was like Jake said, seconds. He only acted for 2 or 3 years, didn't he?
Duck, I think you're talking about Light It Up.
Light It Up?
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
About
I remember
Columbine.
that.
Yeah, it is. I remember that.
Please tell me Usher was.
I didn't
Usher
know
was
it. I
in it,
didn't know
He
it
was
until
one of the main
it
characters.
happened.
Yeah, because that came out like 9. That was coming around about the same time. Like I said, Columbine happened. And they made that fucker disappear real fucking quick.
Back in the old days.
Way back.
Literally, Diego's like, I wasn't even born yet.
What's a
Set it
Columbine?
off.
Is that a type of car that was around back then?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Is that country? I don't know.
It's like a brand of Christmas tree, right?
He grew up in a time where school shootings were normal, though. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's
Light it
normal.
up.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
every
Diego.
day.
It's about 3 of them.
It's like,
Whatever.
oh, come on, I'm in math.
All right, let's talk about the movie, The Faculty. Guys, like, I don't even know where to begin. I love this movie.
From the beginning.
Let's start at the beginning. That opening scene where Patrick, what's his name? Fuck, I never think. Patrick Wilson, is that it?
Robert Patrick.
Thank you. I can never get his name right.
Liquid
And
Man.
The Terminator 2 is coaching, and he's awesome. And like
This Terminator 2 guy.
yeah, that's Terminator 2 guy.
Did you just realize that now?
That's the T-1000.
Yes.
Wow.
How are you not on drugs right now?
I knew he looked familiar. I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy that you don't think of him that way because the rest of society does. That's how we know
Yeah,
him.
he's a
It's the Terminator.
T-1000, liquid metal. Yeah.
I know him from that epic fucking monologue that he gave in Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, he was so good in Fire in the Sky. He was badass.
Underrated.
Well, he's a pure villain in this movie. That's what I love about him. He is so fucking evil. And like his little mannerisms, like whenever the kid comes up, he's like, I want to quit football. And he goes, what kind of human would I be if I got on your back about it? And then he has a moment where he just looks away and he goes, like whatever. A moment has passed. It's just those little acting moments from him where he's just so over the top and so like a Stepford wife. Like there's just something off about him. You're not sure what's going on. And you know he's the main villain and there's no ambiguity. I think that's a word.
Ambiguity.
Thank you about it, what's going on. So absolutely love it. So yes.
Yeah. I like whenever he gets Fraser's wife at the very beginning.
It does look like Fraser's wife.
It is Fraser's wife.
Is it?
That's
Mia
right.
Newworth.
Is it really? She's smoking hot in this movie.
She was smoking hot in Jumanji too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
she played the aunt in Jumanji, right?
Diego is so lost right now. You
Yeah.
might as well be
Frasier
talking
was
about
a
the
show.
Yeah, I saw
Sanskrit.
Jumanji The Rock. The Rock was
No.
in it.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no, no,
fuck-
no.
Bro, Duck, get him off the cast.
No, we're
Kevin
talking-
Hart. Kevin
talking-
Hart.
we're talking-
Get him off the cat. Do you even know about
Look,
Robin
he's
Williams
zoned
Jumanji?
out. He's zoned out like 10 minutes ago.
Diego, have you ever heard of Cheers?
Cheers.
The
Yeah.
show, not the actual Hey
Yeah,
Cheers.
you know, like
Cheers.
whenever you take a shot, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He has no idea.
I don't drink. I don't drink.
yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
I don't
That's
either.
the best answer. Have you ever heard of Cheers? I don't drink.
So anyhow, smoking hot. Fraser's wife is so good looking in this. But then they had the weird horror scene, which I feel was a little bit tacked on at first. I was like, why did they go to the nighttime, like the teacher meeting, and then they had that scene where she has to go back and get her keys? That's awesome, though. That whole scene's so great when the T-1000 shows up and he's like, hey, listen, what's up, baby cakes? And I was just like, is he really coming on to her? This is weird. And then, I mean, the whole scene, though, was great. And then what's his line he says when he shoves the pencil into her hand?
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. That was super.
And then there's a deleted scene that said, was it good for you?
But the God, I can't even follow my own train of thought right now. I apologize. The turn of having the outside woman, who's the, I think, theater teacher, who's Carrie's mom. Is that correct? That was
Piper Laurie, yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty cool in this too. And for her to have that kind of turn wherever he's going out there, or she's trying to get out the door, and then she gets out and she stabs her, I was like, holy crap. And we have to admit,
shocking.
Fraser's wife gets it worse than anyone in this movie, because I don't think anyone else dies but her. I think she's the only one who gets taken out. And not in the beginning.
Yeah.
Not later
Yeah,
in the-
she gets no redemption. She doesn't get to come back to life.
Yeah, I
She's
don't
just
think you come back
straight
from
up
that.
dead.
Yeah,
She totally came back to life.
she did to begin with. But at the end of the movie, whenever the alien dumps the powder pixie sticks on her, she goes out hardcore. Like,
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah, she's messed up. Since I was thinking, everyone else gets to come back from the alien invasion except for her, and I felt terrible for her. I felt really bad. Then we get introduced to our main characters. We got the Breakfast Club. Yes. Woo! I'm gonna go down the line. Who's your favorite? Javi, who's your favorite character out of the Breakfast Club? Out of all the kids?
Like the actual movie Breakfast Club?
Yo, out of this movie, but the character is basically the
Nelson.
Breakfast Club movie.
I want to go with I like Hatoshi, the jock, and I like the outcast Stokely. Those two are my favorites.
Right on. Jake, how about you? Who's your characters in this movie? Who do you root
Zeke and
for?
Casey.
Zeke and Casey. Jay, how about you? Who you rooting for?
100% Casey, man. That's Elijah Wood.
Oh yeah,
Diego, who
that's
were you
young
voting
Tom
for?
Hanks in Radio Flyer.
I gotta go with my buddy Zeke, but
Yeah.
I like Frodo a lot too. Frodo was good, but I think Zeke's my guy. Zeke's my guy.
And I'm gonna say Zeke and Casey also. And does Zeke's characterization hold up? Is my question. That is.
Oh
the
no, it's
90s
retarded.
cool.
It's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
retarded, but I love it. I love it, but it's so fucking like cliche and stupid. Like, and he's not even selling real drugs. And like, and he's like, he's having a fling with this teacher that he talks rude as shit to, and they cover every backstory on everything that's going on in there, but they don't even touch on the best, like what could be the best backstory is his relationship with Miss Burke. And you see it at the beginning, and he's like, how about some condoms, Magnum size? And she's like, so rude. And she like,
Very
goes
accurate.
away. And then at the end, she's back to normal, and she's rooting for him at a football game when he's 21 years old. He shouldn't even be playing fucking 17-year-old on the junior varsity team right now. Like, what the fuck is happening?
He's hot for teacher, man. He's 100%
Dude,
hot for teacher.
I would be,
Did anyone?
I'd be hot for fucking teacher too.
I would be.
And they fucking glamorize this shit now, where these fucking teachers are getting sent to prison for this shit for banging their students, and they're like, "Good for Zeke, man." Like, oh, we'll just say that he's a year behind.
Year
He
older, yeah.
failed last year, so it's like kind of okay. But we know what him and Miss Burke were doing before that last year.
Well, I did the math, and if the math is correct, if their characters are the same age as they are in real life, Josh Hartnett was 19, and the teacher, I can't think of her name.
Fonka Jansen.
Thank you. She was 34. So still creepy, still weird.
Nice.
But
No, with Jake,
Okay.
1934.
nicely done.
Nice.
Did you do it like a vintage wine? Is that what that was? 1934. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird relationship. There's definitely, it's the end of the movie wherever she's in the stands and she kind of waves. I'm like, oh, this ain't right.
Dude, he offered her those laxatives so she would shit everything out and she would have a clean asshole. He was like, oh, I got these extra large Magnum condoms also.
Oh no, I dropped my Magnum condom for a Magnum dog.
Magnum dog. Exactly.
But once again, she said it was rude. I do like the scene where she comes back in though, after he's trying to sell the snuff, whatever it's called. I can't remember.
Scat. Yeah, man. I really want to sniff some scat, bro. Dude. How about you?
He's got the scat. He's got the caffeine and other household products, which I'm very curious to what those other household products are that equal meth, obviously, because I think that's what scat is. So I don't think it's just caffeine. I think it's a little bit more.
It's like caffeine and sugar.
They act like they're on salvia whenever they fucking take it, though. It's weird. They're like,
what they were snorting was decaffeinated coffee crystals.
What?
Once again, a reference.
Did you know that,
like,
did you know that you were snorting decaffeinated coffee crystals? You son of a bitch! You shut your yapper!
Son of a bitch!
But yeah,
you lied to me. Sorry.
Well, no, it's all right. I was gonna say, what do we think it? I mean, he tweaks on it, and the line that I like is like, he's tweaking. Fucking let him tweak. I thought that was a pretty decent line. I thought that was good. But yeah, they tweak on it, but it ends up being the thing that kills the alien. So is this the moral of the story? Drugs are good? Is that what? Like I said, I blame this movie for my drug use in my 20s.
The moral of the story is we got to kill the addiction with more drugs. Boom. Do more drugs, kids. Do more drugs.
Do you think that this led to any drug use for you guys?
There's $1 billion pharmaceutical corporation making money off of drugs.
Well, they're also sponsoring us now. And our slogan shall be, do more drugs, kids. Do more drugs.
Do drugs.
When you guys watched this as kids, were you enticed by drugs at all because you watched this at all?
Yeah, I was so hopped up and like snorting white powder out of big pens.
Faculty really makes me want to do some fucking fake cocaine. No, I'm already doing real cocaine with my friends in the bathroom while we're watching this fucking piece of shit.
No one else ever tempted because of this movie? Diego, you were tempted ever?
I mean, I did buy some pixie sticks. Other than that, no.
Jay, this didn't tempt you at all?
No, we were in the middle of a pretty horrific heroin pandemic and playing out the time. So drugs were bad, okay?
Drugs are bad.
I did one takeaway I did try to do. You know that scene when they're like he's doing a flashback of them all taking the pixie sticks, and you see the blonde chick actually do that with her pinky to unscrew it. I tried that so many fucking times. Like, I really can't do it in one shot unless I got a fucking tentacle for a pinky finger. That's the only thing that attempted me to do was to unscrew a pen like that with my pinky.
Did you really do that?
Yes, I tried it many times. I still try to this day. I still can't do it.
Just in case you're ever in that situation where we're
just
trying to get you to take drugs,
like fake drugs, like.
I think, but the other thing is Casey's like right behind her. How did he not see that? But I love that twist. I think that was the twist. Did anyone see that coming when you watched the movie initially? Did you guess who the bad guy was? Did anyone see that? No? All right.
I mean, about halfway through, I guessed it.
Yeah, well, you did?
The only biggest clue is, you actually said it earlier, is that pretty much every one of the main character kids relates to a Breakfast Club member.
Right.
Except her.
Right, and that's the theory that Kevin Williamson did that on purpose. He created everyone as an archetype of the Breakfast Club, except for her, for that reason, so that you could guess what was going on during the movie. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also got to bring this up. Casey and Stokely are supposedly surrogates for gay characters in this movie. You can definitely see it with Stokely because
supposedly,
obviously,
yeah.
Well, that's, I mean, it was, coding.
It's hearsay.
But like with her character, it's kind of weird because why would you, in a time whenever being gay was so demonized, why would you say you were gay so people would leave you alone? Wouldn't you get beat up more? Isn't that what it would happen?
Maybe she's a masochist and she likes getting beat up, and that's kind of her kink. I don't think that's for you to say, and I don't think that's for you to judge. So,
or it could be like it was the 90s. People were so afraid of cooties back then. So I don't want you gay on me. So it could be like that.
I just thought that was interesting.
Don't touch her, she's gay.
Well, I thought that was interesting. They had a character that was like that would rather be known as that and just be left alone. But then that character ends up with the head jock, at the end of the movie. I was just like, that didn't make sense. And
they did have a sense of tension between them. Like
they did have chemistry.
I remember even as because man, I hope these two kind of like become a thing. Well, that's just the inner sapping, but I was like, I really hope they get together, and I was really happy that they did.
Yeah, but she changes herself completely at the end of the movie. I miss the bitchy version, the fucking sarcastic goth girl. Like all of a sudden she's wearing like sundresses and shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And she dyed her hair blonde. Why'd she do that at the end of the movie?
Maybe all she needed was a little acceptance, dude. Maybe
or she got the alien and the alien survived because the alien makes everyone do the inverse of what they initially did. Just saying, throwing out a conspiracy theory. Maybe the alien isn't dead. Maybe it lives through Stokely. Diego, I thought I had you for a second. God damn it.
that actually makes sense.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm saying the alien lives on.
Yeah.
How about the other characters? Casey, like I said, Elijah Woods ends up. Is he the main character of this then? Is that
100%? And he was when they were doing the marketing for the movie, they intentionally made him not the main character. I mean, hell, like you said, they had Usher on the fucking poster, and he's in the movie for like 8 seconds.
I think they're also trying to build up Hartnett too.
Well, yeah, and it's just an interesting year for Wood. He was taking on sci-fi monsters. He was taking on aliens, asteroids. He was doing his thing, man.
All right, a sidetrack. Armageddon or Deep Impact? I got to know what
Armageddon
choices. Javi goes Armageddon. Jake, what do you go? Armageddon or Deep Impact? Which is your meeting?
I saw them both whenever they came out, and they both suck.
Armageddon's so much better, even though it's a Michael Bay movie.
Armageddon for sure.
Armageddon. Jay, Armageddon or Deep Impact?
Armageddon.
Yes. Diego, do you know these movies?
I love them both so much.
He's lying. He's lying.
It's some of my favorite movies.
Have you seen Armageddon at least?
No. Is that the where they dig to the earth? Is that it?
They dig to the earth with Brendan Fraser.
Then no,
I think you're thinking of Holes, and that still might be a little too old.
I've seen Holes.
No, not on the websites you watch. Have you seen the movie Holes? With Shia LaBeouf.
Transformers, yeah.
I'm gonna go Armageddon. I love Armageddon, but Deep Impact is a fun movie.
Deep Impact is pretty good.
It's not
fun. But
it's dire
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, he steals it. Armageddon's pretty good. I want to talk about the marketing real quick. Like you said a second ago, Jay, with this, the one character wasn't on the poster. Maybe we said that already. The Stan, the jock, wasn't on the posters. They replaced him with Usher, which was weird. So in all the marketing, he never is on the cover. And he's one of the main characters of the fucking movie. So it was just downright bizarre. His character alone, I don't think there's a lot going on with that. I think he does good. It's serviceable. It's pretty all right. What's that? That's
well about that. I wonder if he got to be on the poster in the Chinese market and Usher wasn't.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, we all know that Usher wasn't on there in the Chinese market. I get what you're getting at.
Yeah.
He's got a miniature head in the corner by the fucking trademark.
I doubt they even showed this movie in China.
You know what? One of the things I thought was funny is whenever he's selling bootleg porno out of his trunk of his car, Josh Hartnett or whatever, and the guys are like, "It's Nev Campbell," and the other guy's like, "It's Jennifer Love Hewitt." They were just in 2 smash hit fucking horror movies right before that. Maybe you heard of them, Scream.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, so it was a nice little fucking little Easter egg there. I think he was paying homage to those shitty fucking movies.
You're never going to believe it. He's not on the Chinese poster because I couldn't find one, but he is on the Japanese poster.
Well, to answer your question, Jake, Kevin Williamson wrote both of those movies.
Oh really?
Oh, we were
well,
going to
there you go. It wasn't a question. It was more of a comment. But
Well,
I pointed it out.
Well, he was definitely. Well, I'm just saying like that's why they were in it. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I'm just saying. I knew that he was giving a shout out to him. Like that was a definite reference to, hey, these movies are out there.
I would like to know, Doc, real quick, what you said something about he might not have actually written this. What do you know?
I was going to get into that. So what's going on is this was pretty much a ghostwriting situation where the two writers who I mentioned before, the story done by, they wrote the majority of this. What they did was they saw the success of Scream and they wanted this. And I know what you did last summer. Did he do that one or no, he didn't do that one?
He wrote them both. He wrote Scream
that one and Dawson's. He had Dawson's Creek at the time. So he had 3 at the time that were like huge hits. They wanted this to be like another Scream. So they took a script that they bought and they basically said, pump this up, make this more modern, make this for the scene. So he added a couple characters, changed a couple scenarios, but for the most part, he didn't change anything else in the movie. And those writers basically took a payday of about $250,000, which isn't bad at all. But they took this payday and they just said, yeah, let them have it. So the big selling point of this movie was Kevin Williamson, the creator of Scream, the writer of Scream, and then Robert Rodriguez, the creator or the director of at that time was Desperado and El Mariachi.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
And that had just come out.
Yeah, that's the one that got him this fucking deal for sure.
And we haven't really touched upon the fact that Robert Rodriguez directed this because it doesn't feel like a Robert Rodriguez movie at all. It doesn't have any of the staples of it. Doesn't have any of the camera work. It doesn't.
Big budget.
But it also sowed the seeds for his later movies that dealt around kids. Obviously, Spy Kids was vastly more young, like a vastly younger audience and different subject material. But this was one of the first times he actually directed kids, and I think that people said, "Oh, he's got another skill set."
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely feel like it's a serviceable movie and it's a cult movie, and I love it personally. But it doesn't have the hallmarks of him, though, is the thing. Like the camera work or just like the soundtrack. Well, the soundtrack is lauded. Like a lot of people.
The kids aren't all right at the very beginning.
I do love that.
That song is a shit.
This is probably one of my top 5 favorite soundtracks of all time.
It's got some bangers in here.
When they created that super group, the class of 1999.
Yes.
I think Lane Staley's in it or maybe it was Jerry Cantrell. Well, one of the guys.
Jerry Cantrell. But Lane Staley was dead at that point.
He died by 98.
I think he did.
Okay. Well, yeah. So they said
I don't know. Maybe he didn't. You're better at years than I am.
But that cover of Another Brick in the Wall is fucking epic, dude. And
the score at the beginning is also that. Like you can hear it in the fucking like they don't play it till the end of the football game, but at the beginning you hear the score and you're like, holy shit, that sounds like Pink Floyd Brick in the Wall.
Hell yeah. It's ironic also that this movie revolves around a lot around football, and then 2 weeks later, Varsity Blues comes out.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna fucking reference those two. I was gonna say, I wonder if the writer of Varsity Blues jumped in on this bitch also to do the football parts.
Possibly. I actually, my sister went to school in San Marcos, and one of her friends, he actually played one of the extra football players, and he said it was just a really cool experience. And Texas wasn't a massively popular place to shoot, but Robert Rodriguez really helped put us on the map with all of his all the movies he did in the 90s.
A guy named Paul Verhoeven.
But I totally agree. But it didn't have quite the windfall until later then, and mostly in the 90s. I get
what you're saying.
Totally agree, man. I love RoboCop being shot here.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Who's the other one?
Detroit, my fucking ass.
Richard Linklater too. He stayed independent in Texas too.
So funny about that. One of the guys in this movie the ones that are buying the drugs is Danny Masterson and another guy named Wiley Wiggins, who happened to be the star of Dazed and Confused, which is by Richard Linklater. So he is a Texas native. He does all these fucking low budget movies and shit like that. But this wasn't a low budget movie, but he was in there. And I thought that was weird because I haven't seen him in fucking shit else besides Dazed and Confused.
Throwing this out there, Masterson is a Scientologist. Is there a chance that this movie, we are seeing Xenu in the flesh?
Maybe. There's a good chance, actually. This could be a true story.
Hello, babe. What are you doing? Oh, okay. All right. So Mary Beth is the last character we haven't really talked about. The alien itself and the new character to the school. Javi, you had a crush on her? Is that correct?
I had a crush on Stokely.
Oh, I thought you said that one. My bad.
No,
that lady. Okay. Who said they had a crush on her?
You did, Doug.
No, it wasn't me.
It was you, Doug.
I'm all about Stokely, dude.
You asked, did anyone else have a crush on Mary Beth?
Mary Beth, well, she was always naked. Always asshole naked.
I will say this: that ass is a bit of all right.
You can't the lack of nipples, man. The fucking
Did you say the lack of nipples?
She didn't have nipples.
She didn't.
She did too.
Oh, I didn't.
I literally just watched it. I just watched it on Showtime.
I did too. I literally finished it right before I logged in.
Same here, and I was like, and for the first time ever, I felt like a Mandela effect was going on. I'm like, did she never have nipples? What is up down? Is down up? But I don't know. It's whatever.
I definitely,
nips, bro.
Yeah, I definitely skipped clipping that because of the nips. I was a little bit nervous. I didn't want to get that to happen again on. Yeah, I don't want that to happen again on Twitch. But I definitely
skipped the clips because of the nips. I clipped the nips so I could have the clips.
I just kept them out of there altogether, dude. I don't want to mess
with nothing. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I was actually dressing her with my eyes because I don't like to objectify women.
You're like, put some clothes on, lady.
I was like, this is inappropriate. I can't believe they're showing this.
And then you start pulling out doll clothes and putting them up to the screen and stuff.
I just covered my eyes.
All right, let's talk about that twist ending. Let's get to it. Two scenes I want to talk about. First is the Mexican showdown. I think that's what it's called. Standoff or whatever it is.
Standoff.
With
watch how you're saying, man.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. With the snap.
No, seriously, my dad died in a standoff. A Mexican one.
Sorry.
Also,
I'm sorry. So sorry. So yeah, the taking the drug scene. That is probably the most intense scene of the movie, and I think it is.
No,
it is an homage to the Thing, though. It goes back to the idea of the Thing whenever the Thing.
But
you don't think it's intense? I thought it was very tense.
I think it's intense, but I think the best fucking intense scene was Jon Stewart in the fucking classroom whenever they're discussing who's the fucking alien.
Also, can we appreciate that Jon Stewart's character was named Edward Furlong in the same movie as Liquid Man?
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, and they killed him with fucking cocaine.
Yep. He's like, take that, John Connor.
They're like, come on, Edward Furlong, die cocaine.
Well, if comedy couldn't take him out, that was before Jon Stewart was big too. It was before
Daily Show.
Well,
that was actually probably during it started the Daily Show.
It was after the Jon Stewart show. Yeah, the Jon Stewart show came out like '95, so he was well on his way.
Yeah, and I also love that this movie has the only post-credit scene that ever mattered next to anything Marvel.
I don't think I watched the post-credit scene.
Oh, dude, it's the greatest. It goes.
I didn't watch it.
Dude, all right, I'll save it for you. I clipped it. Do not worry. I got it. So don't worry.
It's Spider-Man all along, isn't it?
Well, I also my favorite
the multiverse, dude. They fucking went back in time and fucking put a fucking post-credit.
Dude, they planned ahead, man. They planned ahead.
Kevin Feige is a beast, bro.
But I know that they had like
they use a time stone. They have it. They got the Eye of Agamotto.
What were you gonna say, Hobbs?
Like I know they had a second. They had a second ending that was filmed where it's just like a little boy and his knees bend backwards and he jumps over a fence and there's like Charlie Sheen.
That was The Arrival.
No, I'm pretty sure it was The Faculty.
That was The Arrival.
No, I'm pretty sure it's The Faculty.
Oh man, that's super sidetrack, guys. That unfortunate movie, The Arrival, had to happen to come out the same year as Independence Day.
Oh no!
Someone had to have gotten super fired for that.
Oh
decision.
Shit, that's a dueling movie, man.
Not really.
No, that's not really a
dueling.
dueling.
Not much of a dueling. That's not really dueling at all.
Yeah.
That's like boxing with Helen Keller.
Dad bod Charlie Sheen versus Will Smith post
Jeff Goldblum.
And Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it's a massacre.
I did like the line where he said, "Don't make me MIB you." Whenever he's like, "Take the drug, don't make me MIB you."
Oh yeah. I was
like, "That's
cool.
an interesting reference."
Yeah.
Well, it's only about a year old, so it's not even that much of it's pretty fresh.
That's why you get Kevin Williamson to punch the shit up.
Elijah Wood mentioned Sonnenfeld whenever he was rambling off the directors and saying, "Are they just aliens?"
Does he?
They're trying to warn us. And Sonnenfeld directed Men in Black.
Yeah. Also, the Addams Family, killing it on that. Also,
Yeah, and he used the same fucking font for both of them. What?
And he once directed 7 pornos in one day. That's how he began in his career. Yeah,
that guy is
That's
a
what I said.
fucking legend.
What a beast.
7 porns in one day.
7 pornos in one day.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah, it must be really tough to direct 7 pornos in one day. I can't imagine. Like, all right, yeah, just keep fucking her. Yeah, where's my coffee?
I'm bored of this position. Switch it up. I don't care which it is.
Hey, I don't care if it was in your ass. Suck his dick.
All right, back to the movie. We said the twist ending. How about the robot? How about the giant animatronic? Did you guys dig that?
Oh, yeah. That was the best part. The fucking practical effects. The Queen,
it looked good.
Whenever it turned real, yeah, it looked better than all the fucking bullshit ass CGI in this whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did everyone have an issue with the CGI? Because it was, 98. I didn't think it was that.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's 98.
Yeah, I gave it a break. I knew what it was, but still watching, I was like, you should have used practical effects.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was cutting edge whenever it happened. You go back and you watch all these fucking shitty late 90s, early 2000 movies, and you see the CGI, and you're like, what were they thinking?
Yeah, what were they
thinking? Did they think this looks good? They're going to put this on film?
But I don't know. It's like, I guess with 1998 eyes, it looks amazing. But like with 2001 eyes, just like, what the fuck is this? Get out of here.
2001 eyes?
2020, 2021. I don't know years or math or numbers.
Yeah, who'd have thought a movie made 23 years ago wouldn't look as good today?
I know, it's crazy.
You know what? I will take Clash of the Titans over this fucking bullshit any day.
I'll say this right now. I'll tell you this, and I catch shit from Eric B all the time. I think that Ray Harryhausen stop motion stuff, I thought it was super cheesy when I saw it. I felt the way about it that a lot of people feel about 90s CGI. I thought it looked horrible. I just did. I mean, I always did. But hey, it had its place. That's the way I look at it.
That's not a real giant scorpion. Get that shit off the screen. That was pretty much.
Diego, I was going to ask you, do you feel like this movie looks old?
I mean, like, I could tell it's older, but like, I wasn't like, I wasn't rolling my eyes at it,
Well, I gotta know, does it hold up? Like these stereotypes of these characters? Did you experience the same thing?
Yeah, someone who's fresh out of high school. Did you deal with the jock? Did you deal with the smuggler?
I want to know.
It is fake lesbian.
Han Solo wasn't in this movie.
Josh Hart was clearly meant to be a smuggler. Hey, I can get you whatever you want. Pixie 6 Kit Kats from Japan. I got you, bro. What you want?
No, the whole time I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, these kids are mean. I was like, oh my, like kids are not like that now.
Because you don't have your safe space, man. There are no safe spaces. No,
I was like, oh my god,
we were all queers, homos,
you know what happened?
Like everything down the line, dude. Yeah,
it's like that's when school shootings started happening. They're like, you know what? I don't like this anymore. I'm not.
That's what it actually tried to change. Like, because I can't tell you how many of the quiet kids I was going to high school with back in like the early 2000s. But maybe we should make fun of the quiet kid. He's not saying anything, and we bully him a lot.
Back in our days, we had thick skin. We walked back and forth to school uphill in the snow.
17 miles a day, back and forth.
I was curious about that though, if it holds up, man. I don't know. Like if I'm looking at this movie from a nostalgic point of view, because I absolutely adore this movie. Like Jay said, I saw it at the right time. I was the right audience for this movie. And I just want to know if the movie as a whole, Diego, does it still work?
I think so, but I mean, school is completely different now.
Yeah.
It's online, so it's on the rack.
You can't do drugs and make your teachers anymore.
I mean, the best you can do is just drop an eggplant emoji on the Zoom class.
All right,
who
guys.
did that?
Anything else about the movie?
Diego, was that you?
Anything else about the movie, guys? Anything at all?
One scene I really loved, and it's one that's really stood the test of time for me, is when he's running through the bleachers and it's all like smashing. And I remember always having like a mega fear that could just happen. at any given time. And I was like, oh, that's how people get fucking jacked up.
Yeah, dude, because they were retractable like that. I don't think that's changed. They had the what are those riser seating? Is that what that's called? Like
exactly.
And you can bring it back. Yeah, and I love the fact that he catches the bad guy in that, like or the alien in that. That's so cool. And then before he hits him with the pens, he goes, "This will jack you up, motherfucker," or whatever he says.
He should have said cowabunga, and that would have really
dated it. Yeah,
like
awesome.
Cowabunga it is. Then he looks at the screen of the camera and goes, "It's a '90s movie," and then it goes to black. It's over.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino. No, Robert Rodriguez. Close.
I really love that after they killed after he stabbed the queen, that the queen didn't do another jump scare. Like, I feel like that's super overdone. Like, oh, you think the monster's dead, but then like has one last scare. But they didn't do that, which I was actually.
It was just a death rattle.
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't do that. I'm sick of seeing that.
They did it in Scream a Lot with Billy.
They did. They did do a jump scare though, because after he goes and frees Stokely, Zeke comes against the cage.
They did it there. That was.
Yeah. It was, in the end, it was kind of cool because everyone's getting laid. Like, that's what I took away from it. Like, the experience. Zeke is fucking the teacher, Stokely's fucking Stan, and then fucking Casey's fucking the bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking badass. Good, Jake.
I got a bunch of notes here. I just want to rattle off.
Go for
it. I don't need any. All right. Anyways, there's a no smoking sign in the faculty lounge. And they light up a cigarette. Okay, that's note number one. Stranger's wife. Note number two. Josh Hartnett almost commits vehicular manslaughter on the way to school, and nobody cares. Like, he almost fucking kills a shit ton of people.
The 90s.
Jordana Brewster. 90s horror. Danny Masterson, Wiley Wiggins. Scat? Question mark. I don't know if you noticed this. Harry Knowles was in this movie. He was one of the fucking teachers. He was he's a very well-known Austin movie critic. I like how Delilah just walks up and interrupts the conversation between Mary Beth and Stokely. And as soon as Stokely leaves, she's just like, "Yeah, I'm done. I just want to ruin that bitch's day." That was fun.
She had a crush on her.
I don't think a person should run unless he's being chased. Well, that explains why you took the role of Frodo in Lord of the Rings, because all you did is fucking walk the entire fucking time.
Did you know that he took the role because Harry Knowles told him Peter Jackson was casting for the movie? He goes, "You should go out for that. You should try that." And he goes, "Yeah, I think I will." And he sent in an audition tape, and that's how he got that connection.
Let me add this to my notes.
Did he like start filming Lord of the Rings by that time in '98?
No, they started filming in 2000.
So at 33 minutes and 55 seconds in, they say the title of the movie, and then they continue to say it a shit ton of times after that. Christopher McDonald, he was playing Casey's dad, and they fucking wrecked his room and shit. And,
Gunnar Hansen
fucking went through everything.
What's his name? What's his name?
Shooter McGavin, motherfucker.
Shooter McGavin, thank you. But I think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre because he was in the second one at the beginning of it. So I always think of that.
So they're going through his room, they're ripping everything up. That's exactly how my parents would have acted. But they were right. I was actually doing drugs at that time.
Also, the porno magazine was simply titled
Porno.
Boobs. It was titled Boobs.
Okay, well, you notice this. About 30 minutes later, Elijah Wood, Casey tries to sneak out his bedroom window. His dad catches him, still has the porno mag in his hand.
He was looking at
what
boobs.
Else we got? There's a point whenever Jordana Brewster comes in wearing the glasses and the fucking no makeup, and she's like, "Do you think I'm in drag for aesthetics?"
Mm-hmm. Here's a theory behind why she did that, though. The contacts would have dried out her eyes. That's the theory of why she wore the glasses, because she'd already been changed.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
but she says she was in drag.
Yeah, that's because she wouldn't normally dress that way. I guess I don't know if she said that. Or I see where you're going.
Hold on, wait. there's a point whenever Stokely is talking to Stan and she figures out why he quit the football team, and he's like, I just wanted to be a D student. And then at that moment she noted she wanted to be I want the D student. All right, what else? There I go. There's also the one of the guys by.
I don't know, Jake. I imagine you writing that with the dead, like, she wants the D. That's good. That's my note. Mm-hmm.
Look, I got them all right here. Anyways, the guy that Zeke is looking at on the bench, who's his girlfriend, just slapping him like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. He played Denny in Scary Movie, but in this movie, he was named Fuck You Boy. It's on the credits. You can look it up. Let's see here. Those fingers, whenever they chopped off the fucking fingers on Jon Stewart, those look horrible. Those are really
they look really bad.
Jon Stewart death scene, really good. They go into Zeke's basement and they see the world's most elaborate bong ever. It's not doing anything. He just fucking smokes off of that thing, and then he's got a microscope to look at weird dead shit.
Yeah. He killed that mouse pretty easy.
And we already touched on this. They bit the thing. They paid homage to it. They did the thing test where, like, do the drugs or you're an alien.
You want to be cool, don't you?
I will say this: obvious stunt double is obvious. Jordana Brewster ran through the garage, leaving the place where they're like, "Oh, she's the fucking alien." It broke down the thing, and it was totally a fucking 50-year-old man with a wig on.
Oh man, I wish I would have clipped that. God damn it!
Like, she had a big old sailor tattoo and muscular bicep.
The CGI head, whenever they're fucking Miss Burke's head's there, like, I mean, shoot
that
the tentacles
awesome,
off and fuck the head already.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was awesome.
Or shoot it in the head and just pour a little bit of your fucking scat in her brain and just let it dissolve. What are you thinking? You're supposed to be smart.
I love that scene though. I thought that the way that they filmed that with him coming out of the car and then like the head just crawling past him is one of the creepiest scenes in this movie. And then
he had bullets in his gun and he just left and let her fucking just do her thing.
Because he was just over it. He was like,
because he wanted to fuck her, and he knew if he killed the queen, he could fuck Miss Burke.
Well, maybe
maybe, yeah. All right.
I mean, he got what he wanted.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on the rant. But
no, you're fine, dude.
I should have talked about him.
No, you're good, dude. That's why I say, is there anything else? So
I feel like there needs to be like a show of Jake just taking notes during these movies and just him looking really disappointed, like,
Don't like it.
I would be good at that.
I would rock. All right, guys.
Actually, I like this movie.
Yeah. Anything else about the movie from anyone else? Anyone?
It holds up. Like it's a fun watch today.
All right. Well, recommend, Javi. Do you recommend it or no?
How fucking I recommend this shit. You dumb?
Fair
yeah, I recommend it.
Fair enough. My bad. Jay, do you recommend it?
Absolutely, man. I would recommend watching it way more than once. I loved it.
Yeah. Jake, do you recommend it? Get that shot. Oh, I won't want to.
Man, fuck this movie.
100%.
I like this. I like this movie. Like I said, this is my first time watching it all the way through, and I was like really grasped watching it. I mean, you saw how many fucking notes I took compared to some of the other movies that we watched. But yeah, I recommend it. That's cool. It's a time capsule. It's a time capsule movie for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah.
How about Diego? Diego, do you recommend this or no? You can say no if you want. We won't judge you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really fun movie. You know, they got implied statutory rape. They got no nipples. They got lots of drug use and bullying. I like it. 2 thumbs up, too.
Nice. How about that statutory, man? Yes, I highly recommend this movie. It's one of my favorite movies from the 90s. Like I said, it came out at the right time. I was the right age that it kind of spoke to me. And it is that time capsule, like Jake said. It feels like a 90s movie in every way, shape, and form. And Zeke is 90s cool, but I still think he's all right. So,
he's cool. I like him.
He's all right, man. He's all right. He holds up. I like him.
I always got him mixed up with Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, me too.
You always got it mixed up with what?
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher, like, because they both got popular at the same time, and then I saw Danny Masterson in this movie, and I was like, am I being punked?
Yeah, it's kind of like, which motherfucker got killed in Pearl Harbor?
Was so bad. That was bad.
It's called a pun.
That was really bad. That was really fucking bad.
What were you saying, Hobbs?
Like, I was like, the only way to discover, like, differentiate is like, okay, which one died in Pearl Harbor? Which one died in the Affleck's arms?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, it was Josh Hartnett.
Oh, my bad.
Kate Hudson.
Casey Affleck.
100%. Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast. All right, clip time. We're going to clip.
You guessed it. Frank Stallone.
Oh, God. How do I forget to do the trailer every time? All right. You guys see that? Pissed off.
Let
me rewind it because it's always jittery at first.
Like Michael J. Fox.
There we go.
Fuck this bitch! I got a story to tell you about Michael J. Fox kind of after this.
Okay.
Yeah? What?
He's so
Who was it? Well, that was Mary Beth, yeah?
That was Mary Beth, yeah. I think he's the first one to get it. So
I don't buy that one bit.
She bukkake all over him.
Yeah, why were there fucking just little snail slug things on the ground and they could find them?
Well, in the script, he finds the little slug thing, and that's actually how the movie begins. It's like he finds that and he's messing around with the water. But in that, I think she just gets him. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
she
it's
looks
brutal.
creepy. I love that.
Brutal. Yeah.
Toss salad and scrambled eggs.
The intros. I just grabbed a couple.
Look how young he was.
A young Elijah Wood.
This is why Jay's right about him being the star, though. He's the first one that they fucking mentioned in the whole movie, even though he introduced other characters. Like, Casey's the star.
Yep. Stokely. She's really fine. Love them goth girls. Harry Knowles. You got to know about them Harry Knowles.
Ain't a cool news.
There he is.
Maybe I just put a pen in my eye.
That was
Salma Hayek, bro.
That was Jon Stewart's actual disgust.
Yeah.
Alien humor. This is what aliens say.
Like a George Lopez joke?
Robert Heinlein. One of those science fiction people. Y'all believe in.
That was pretty
alternate
good,
universes,
Holly. I'm sorry I didn't laugh at
beings
that. I was listening to this, but that, goddamn. That was really funny.
That's gonna bite me the ass later.
I feel pretty alien myself
That
today.
was fucking hilarious.
She said, I feel pretty alien myself today. That's what aliens do. They fuck with people. And that is a good point. There's a theory that maybe she actually did take a liking to this crew of misfits and she actually felt like she could be friends with them or something because she basically takes out the whole town already. Why did she leave this little group alive? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's like she's building her cabinet or something.
Yeah, right.
But,
Because she tries to change Stokely at the end. She's saying to her, don't you want more? Don't you want to feel something?
Yeah,
Like,
she
wants her
says it to
accept
a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. So it's one of those things where maybe she was trying to build friendships with them, like you said. Build
Is
a cabinet.
two a bunch?
It's a
I
handful.
don't know.
Well, how many bananas come in a bunch of bananas?
I mean, you
Dude,
can
I'm
grab
not
just
fucking
two.
trying to take a toss test right now or a tax test or whatever the fuck they named it to now.
I mean, you can grab just two if you want.
Seen you
Sports.
around. You're not really into
Seen you around.
I don't think a person should.
I really like
being
your
chased.
buttocks.
Being chased.
Why don't you take some pictures with me of that camera that you had there? We'll go behind the stadium.
I like the way you throw rings in volcanoes, boy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You look like somebody I know. Do you know John Connor?
His last name is Connor.
Yeah.
Zeke Smart.
Big sport.
Nah. They escaped detection to the mid-20th century.
You just know.
Get out of my way,
Get out,
Cheech.
get out, get the fuck
I'm a
out of my
contradiction.
way. Yeah.
Duplicate.
It's like, dude, you're old enough to be teaching the class. What do you, like,
So, funny fact about Josh Hartnett's hairstyle right now. That was called the busted condom.
No, it
I
wasn't.
had the
Absolute-
busted condom.
It was absolutely called the busted condom.
And that was a real hairstyle back then? That
Oh
was-
fuck! Yeah,
Well,
he popularized it a lot, but yeah, it was.
This is the evolution of the Caesar.
Well, it's almost like a midpoint because the chili bowl was real hot, and this is a little more disheveled. And then yeah, Caesar.
No,
Like this is the Jim
He had
Halpert.
the
This is the
fucking
pre-Jim
Caesar.
Halpert.
if he would have, yeah, exactly. This is what made Jim Halpert though. This is the evolution. Like this is the next step from the Caesar. It went from bowl cut to Caesar, but then this is the combination, and then it went to Jim Halpert.
So will you just get a bowl cut and then like take some gel and just do a gel?
Dude,
there
we
and
might
let
as
it
well
go?
be talking about the fucking Pharaoh, Tutankhamun to Diego right now.
He's checking his TikToks and his Twitters.
No, he's Wikipediaing all our references. Frasier, what's that? Mark? Jumanji before the Rock? What?
These old guys know a lot of old things.
Very, very old, very old.
Slam!
God damn it!
He says the same thing here in a second. A little bit on the nose.
Thanks for not reaming me, Coach.
What kind of human being?
Rimming me?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Was he using them as like a margarita glass? It's like thanks for not rimming me,
Everybody
coach.
knows that the head coach fucks the all-star quarterback of every small town fucking football team. Everybody knows that. That's why John Voight got so upset in Varsity Blues. He was like, "You're leaving me."
I treated you like a prince. I treated you like Sandusky, and you're leaving me.
I bought you Lakers tickets.
All right, right here, the look he gives though, just like,
I
love
may molest that later. Yeah, that's what he was thinking.
Man,
Is this a
he looks
shining?
real watery.
Is this a shining homage?
Homage.
Homage.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know why some student would grab her hair and caress her.
He holds her
like,
for a second. He holds
yeah,
her.
he's
close.
like, yeah, are you okay?
Dude, I own you now.
Yeah.
That's how that would really go down.
Did he scream "get help" or did he scream
No,
"get
he
out"?
Scream, "Get help."
He screamed, "Get help!" But I swear to God, he screamed, "Get out!"
Yeah, that's
I
what
I heard Get Out. I heard Get Out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I heard.
Yeah.
I thankfully I put my captions on, but the captions get a lot of shit wrong also.
Like the caption was just like "Get out?" ? Maybe also get help.
Yeah.
Look at this caress. He is naked too. That is wow.
Kind of looks like Jessica Tandy.
Yeah, now because she's
Now,
done.
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'll take to put some notes on this. I don't think Stan was traumatized enough by that.
No,
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
everyone gets a
there's
teacher, man.
There's a
He
process.
loved it.
There's a process there that I think he needed to go through. He needed to go through some stages.
Right.
He
Yeah,
was
they
like,
agree.
he's like, yeah, I'll be quiet about it.
He was almost like
Tell anybody.
he almost acted like fucking again, like he, like this always happens to me. Like yeah, like oh it's Tuesday, fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Old, like they were like they had like some rendezvous. He's like, oh now your hair's coming out. No, we gotta stop this. This hot, and this is kind of hot, but also kind of awkward.
All right. This
Sorry,
scene,
Doug.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, that was good.
Message received.
No, just
Wow.
no.
The
This,
Oscar Symphony.
Damn, Duck.
Playing
Damn,
Jay
Duck.
off. I
That's
get
so
it.
fucked up, bro.
I got it, man.
I do this to everyone.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Boom.
All right, why? I don't understand why they do this weird camera zoom thing.
Casey?
That's my job. Is the host.
You understand?
Dude, that's Pecker. That's why.
Hold
Oh,
on,
wait, no,
right
that's
here.
Edward Furlong.
That was a cool scene.
No, we're here, right here. Hold on.
Casey?
Yeah, I would have wrecked that lady.
Why'd
What
they
are you
do
talking
that?
about?
Sure.
It was scary.
Dude, that lady bit Doris Roberts' whole look. Like she wanted to be Ray Romano's mother.
His mom's so bad.
This look like she wears the entire thing, the hair, the fucking teal fucking blouse, the
makeup.
the aquamarine sash. I don't know.
Hot for teacher.
How about these? Condoms. Magnums.
This is so fucking weird.
And they're cherry flavored. Oh, come on, Miss Burke. They're on me. So rude.
And he doesn't even question what if she comes back looking like a fucking Jean Grey from the X-Men. It's like,
Looking good too. This
She was
made me
very
laugh
good.
my ass. I literally laughed out loud. This cracked me the fuck up.
yeah, that was fucking gold. It was.
Convert.
Ugh.
That's what I look like when I bust. My face gets all bendy like that and everything.
Good, Jay. What were you saying?
Actually, of all the camera effects that didn't hold up really well, I thought that one did okay.
Yeah, that one was pretty badass.
I think so also.
Did she just fuck that cop? Like the way she comes out of the room makes you question it.
Both Mrs. Brummel and
Ooh.
Well, the answer to that mystery is yes.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Wasn't that guy also the cameraman in Scream 2?
Scream.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
that's Usher.
Yeah. The second one, because
Yeah.
Kenny gets killed in the first one.
Yeah.
that's Usher's stunt double.
Gusher.
Never mind.
That's his nickname. He was making Bibby new with Gusher in that office show before.
Porno.
Uh-oh.
Fucking
Oh yeah.
No more flogging it.
It's just called boom.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop him from jacking off, Dad. I hate to break it to you. You're not grounding him from his hands.
Exactly. I doesn't seem like he's just the type of dad that will like pretend to throw it up but keep it for himself. He's like that
Maybe-
much of a sleaze.
Whenever he comes back out, he can't like get it off of his hands. It's just fucking stuck to it. He's like, go to your room.
Let's talk about all these weird pictures of your classmates you have all over
Yes.
your room.
Yeah.
You fucking psycho.
I'm a photographer.
Opportunities. There's opportunities for growth in this movie. They just refuse to take.
Yep.
The test.
Everyone take out a piece of paper and write down the name.
I fucking love this guy.
I like this scene actually.
My son says your company sucks.
You gotta pull this some shit about a hot date with a babe. I also love him in Super Troopers.
Also, Swan is the only one that's worthy. And let's keep moving.
Yeah.
This is the test.
Magic dust.
Oh, I'm allergic. Fuck you, bitch.
It's magic dust.
It's gonna be a downfall in the movie, bitch.
No, I have a low tolerance, but thank you.
You sure?
Really afraid
I'm
of that
allergic
shit.
to
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He comes off a little bit rapey.
Yeah.
Dude, we need some scat. Yeah, man, we can't deal. There's some weird shit going down here.
$5 a pop.
That's
man,
Wiley
listen,
Wiggins.
no.
Yep.
Working out just fine. Hey, you got any more?
You can't probably notice him because he's not
Really?
grabbing the bridge of his
Why don't you give us all you
nose
got?
the entire time.
I think I've only ever seen him in Dazed and Confused. I don't think he's done much after that.
Who's that? Wait, Wiley Wiggins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a couple other Richard Linklater movies. I think he did I think it's a bit part in that. Not
This Boy's Life.
Not Scanner Darkly, but the other movie that Linklater did that's also that shell shaded. He's in that.
Rotoscope.
Yeah, he's in that. Anyway, and he also won 3 world titles with the San Francisco Giants. But there you go.
Not on me, man.
Oh, he was a football player?
Tim Lincecum. That's him, bro.
Your car. You got any more there?
Also, Danny Masterson thought this was a documentary.
Use in moderation, boys.
Come on, Zeke, hook us up.
Holy hell!
Check out Mr. Burke.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I'm really not in the mood, Miss Burke.
Eat me, you asshole. I'm the one with no tolerance. I've taken your shit for too
Like, there's
long.
no backstory here.
I don't know. Does that do anything for anyone else though? Whenever she just starts yelling at him.
Well, you know me. I like a woman that could get a little bit verbally abusive.
Yeah, I was just saying. Shopping.
So what are we doing in here?
Shopping. Got a very large grocery list.
What are you talking about?
So he ends up making out with the alien.
Yeah.
Borrow it.
So he could actually be the alien.
I like to think of it as stealing, actually.
Man. She could have like spit one of those things in his mouth,
My
right?
part.
She didn't though.
No, they had to go in through the air.
The gang's all
Also,
here.
They should have called that haircut the fucking circumcision. Fucking condom.
Why here? Why Ohio? If you were gonna take over the world, would you blow up the White House Independence Day style? Or sneak in through the back door?
Casey.
Both.
Man, the only person in this school who's an alien is you, man.
Sick burn. Burn so sick.
Oh!
John Stewart gets it.
And not in a good way.
Slam.
That's a dope scene.
Down for long. This is for the best, Zeke.
I was in all the trailers, the slow mo, him
Yep.
ripping up the fucking paper cutter, like, oh, yeah.
That looks bad.
That looks pretty.
Oh yeah, the fingers are horrible.
This is usually the point where somebody says, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You know,
It's like
when I was a kid, when they were all coming back, I was like, all right, if they knew what they had to do, why would they like injure them in a debilitating way? Now, when he comes to and he's human, he's like, what the fuck happened to my right eye?
yeah, it was his left eye, but I mean, whatever.
Post credit scene. Just wait. No mice harmed.
Yeah, you could tell there were no mice harmed. They used felt mice, like at the beginning of fucking Dinner for Schmucks. Nobody's seen that movie? It's pretty good.
I'm not gonna love that shit. I get it.
Alien standoff.
We don't even know who's alien and who's not. What if one of us was an alien right now? How would we know?
He's right. How do I know?
Man, could he be any more 90s? And I fucking love it.
I've got a solution. We know this out, right? Take a hit.
I got the solution. Put your dick in
Why
it.
me first?
You'll know if it's alien or not.
Easy, boy.
Ooh.
Choose Zeke.
Fuck
How do
yeah!
we know you're not one of those fucking things?
I don't get high on my own stash, man.
Fuck that, man. You're taking it.
You're taking it.
Oh, dude, he turned into fucking Smeagol.
Nothing's wrong with him, you asshole. He's tweaking. Let him fucking tweak.
Oh,
There's a weird look she gives her right here.
no. Hey, I bet because, oh, well, obviously she's allergic to aspirin, though.
It'll look like this is what we're doing, bitch. We're gonna play
Actually, what that is, though, is Mary Beth is the queen, and she knows that fucking Delilah has to do it.
that. Right. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like it.
Yeah. That's why there was an actual showdown, though. Like you're gonna fight the queen, you're gonna not do it.
You know, there's no reason for them to like chase her down after that. Like they were like shooting after her, but like
He's shooting her, yeah.
It's not like they had a plan and like she wasn't attacking them or anything. She was running away. There's no reason for them to chase her, really.
Yeah, she hit him with the super runaway.
Yeah. She got in her fucking lift and got out of there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to say straight down the
You're
barrel.
missing a
This guy
T.
looks right down the barrel of the camera. Watch this shit. I slow motioned it. Look at this guy in the red shirt. He looks right at that fucking camera. Here it comes. Boom.
Ooh.
How did you catch that? How did you catch Jimmy Fallon?
Oh, the guy next to him's looking too. Did you see it? I didn't know that.
We should fuck those guys up for doing that.
Yeah, you ruined the faculty.
You took me
It took me out the movie, honestly.
Look at that. Boom. The guy next to him too.
It took me out of it. I was in it the entire time until I fucking noticed that also. I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
Oh, damn.
Just do it.
Now
Wow.
sprinkle wife. I saw
Sprinkle
panties.
some of that shit in her forehead. She's do a little. Nope.
She gets it so bad. She gets it so bad.
Yeah, because she wants to get rid of all of it.
I know. Man.
How does that hurt her in process? Also,
Look
they
how-
should have like burned her fucking hands or something though.
You don't come back from that. Like she's the only.
No, I'm saying Mary Beth should have had like her hands burnt from the fucking powder, like going up while she was dumping that shit.
Yeah, she was like breathing in the dust too.
Plot hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
The
Here we
evil
go.
within.
Well, I like that.
Coach, you're
Why would you get that close?
T1000?
You said, can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
Why would you get that close to the fucking aliens doing that shit and just stand there and like get the fuck out of Dodge?
That's why the star quarterback quit. He had horrible eyesight. Okay, and he was just fucking playing it fucking fast and loose every time he played. He was like, "I'm going downfield. I can't see anybody." But he knew that his fucking time was limited as a star quarterback, and that's why he fucking left.
It was heart of hearts, man. He knew where that ball was.
And I like how. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
He couldn't see the fucking coach's face.
I saw that Robert Patrick here. Looks like he's jerking. They got caught jerking off right now. It's like, oh,
yeah. Oh, there's you, Stan. My man, to come back to join the team.
Decoy.
Two of us to get to your car.
Nope. One of us is a decoy.
Miss Burke.
I wonder which one that
Hello,
is.
Miss Burke.
Oh, sweetie pie.
God, I love that fucking Betty Davis hair. Betty Page.
Yeah.
Actually,
I love her Marty Feldman eyes.
You know what I mean?
Marty Feldman eyes.
Sorry, I'm all out of those. Let me hook you up.
Out of here. So bad. They ruined that fucking badass fucking Chanel. Oldsmobile.
She can come back from that though.
Yeah, you can totally come back.
Yeah, she recovers.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Let's get back in.
She's totally the same person, the pedophile that she is.
That she always was.
Yeah, she'll be able to go back to her normal life and fucking underage kids. No problem.
The big reveal.
But aren't you tired of being something you're not? I know I am.
And then she slaps him. Slap.
Bleachers.
I love this though. This is one of the worst effects.
I like that she became a head-on shrimp.
She's monologuing. She's monologuing.
Every villain does this.
I love this effect right here.
Yeah, it's badass. That is so cool.
Limitless oceans as far as the eye could see. Beautiful home till it started to dry up. So I escaped. Came here. I met you.
Nerd.
All of you.
That's my pipe.
Don't you want that, Casey?
I'd rather be afraid.
Fine. All right. Have it your way.
I'll do it myself.
Fiction gets it right. We win.
I get that reference. I get that.
You sure that movie would have came out 3 years ago?
I think she looked better like that. The rafter seats.
That was pretty good.
My high school had rafters like this. It was fun. It did trip me out.
Everyone's high school had rafters like that.
Guaranteed to
The
check.
fold-up stadium seats, you just push them all in.
Cowabunga.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That effect of them going in his face is so good, though.
Dude, it looks like Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got my drugs in my pocket. Zeke turned him into a fucking drug addict, and now he's gonna fucking die also from withdrawal after killing the fucking monster. He's like, I don't know if you're fucking really an alien or not. Take these drugs, do them. Come on. It'll be funny. Drink some hand soap.
Very creepy. Very creepy.
That's hot coffee. You just poured hot coffee down your pants.
Extraterrestrial was involved. A spokesperson.
Come on, he's smoking a fucking cigarette.
No substantiating evidence has been found.
They've banged. They've 100% banged.
Dude, yeah, like she's watching him at practice. He's actually that's the second year that he's been at this fucking school further than he should have been.
That's
like he was supposed to grad.
That's their thing.
And he's smoking a cigarette, and the coach was like, "Hey, put that butt out. Come back here and practice." It's like,
that's his thing. Like, as long as the most important post-credit scene ever.
Wow. Did you do this?
Did I make that? No, I didn't make that. That's
you didn't add that like fucking Full House music to it?
No.
No, that's Oasis, man. That's straight from the movie.
That's
I didn't know there was a Dan Crenshaw cameo. I didn't know that.
Well, guys, we got to get to
that was Nick Fury.
Recommendations. First of all, I'm going to recommend real quick 2 movies. Of course, that's what we usually do. The first one will be Virus, which takes place on a
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. If I can get the freaking footage of it, thank you. This movie I haven't seen in 20-something years, but it has always stuck with me because of is it Donald Sutherland? Which one is it?
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah. He is creepy as fuck at the end of this movie, and that imagery of him being turned, spoilers, into a robot by the virus is fucking killer. But it is kind of along the same lines.
And also has the greatest fucking character actor of all time, Mr. Cliff Curtis, a fucking New Zealander that's played a Mexican cholo gangster, that's played a fucking Arabian prince, that's also played a fucking black guy. And this guy's from New Zealand. He's Maori, and he's like, he runs the gamut of all races. You don't know what the fuck he is, what he's gonna be, any movie he's in. All you know is I've seen this guy in almost every movie since childhood. I love this man, and he plays a character named Miko, and he's one of the first to die. Waste of talent to whoever made this movie. Shame on you.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's so creepy. I can't wait to watch this movie. We're going to watch this movie. It's going to be great.
Not. Oh, there you go, right there. No, he wasn't the first to dive in.
Secondly, I'm going to recommend Dusk Till Dawn, From Dusk Till Dawn, of course, because it's Robert Rodriguez doing what he does. The first half is one movie. The second half is another movie, and it is killer all the way through. What a fun flick. We will eventually watch this too on the cast. I can't wait to get to this. With that said, definitely go watch that tonight. I might go watch that tonight. I fucking love this movie. And more Salma Hayek in that. So that's fucking killer. Guys, do you have any recommendations close to the faculty or in the same idea of the Body Snatchers?
I got one.
Good, Jay. What you got?
This is a 1980s classic. It also deals with an alien invasion. It is Invaders from Mars, starring Karen Black. And one of the big things about this movie is what copper plays a part with. I remember seeing it as a wee lad, and it scared the shit out of me.
Right on. Anyone else got a recommendation? No?
Like a Body Snatcher?
Sure, Body Snatcher or
Idle Hand.
Yeah, I love Idle Hand, man. We got to eventually get to that. Idle Hand's one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, Idle Hands is the fucking shit.
It's so good. We watched The Hand a couple weeks ago, and all I could think was like, Idle Hands is so much better than this. But yeah, I enjoyed The Hand once it was done. Hobbs, Diego, you got any recommendations for movies? Anything at all?
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily in the same category, but like 30 Days a Night. I like that one. You know, kind of deals in infectious vampire kind of.
And it's got Josh Hartnett in it. So
Josh Hartnett's like the main dude. I like that one a lot.
I like that movie. I like the scene where the woman walks away with the two men, and obviously they're going to fuck, and then they get killed by the vampires. But
what about Josh Hartnett
Alaska's
being
cool.
in Josh Hartnett being in 40 Days and 40 Nights also?
So he had to stay. He had to not see the sun, and then he couldn't have sex.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a rough life.
And then he's in Banraku with fucking Woody Harrelson.
I was bringing that up earlier. The origami movie. That's fucking badass.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
You got a recommendation, Hobbs?
Oh, you haven't seen that, Hobby?
Have you not seen that, Hobby? I don't.
That's totally a Hobbs
the
movie.
guy,
That's a hobby
He's
movie.
like, oh, I'll watch Squid Game because it's got fucking Asian people on it, but I won't watch What If.
I don't know. I didn't watch Squid Game because it had Asian people on it.
Yeah, you did. You thought it was like anime shit. I know.
Speaking of which, we will have anime next week. Yes, it's about to happen.
What are we
Hobby,
watching?
In 2 weeks.
What are we watching?
Lily Cat.
We're actually watching a good horror anime. Actually, this is actually going to be good. This isn't a petty
really?
thing.
Is there such a thing?
There is such a thing.
Moron.
The only oxymoron here is you. What we're going to be watching is Lily Cat. It's Lily Cat. It's really fucking good.
You made Jake cry.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I take it all back.
Javi, do you have a recommendation?
In this category, nah, man. Other than like, hey, I know what you did last summer.
Yeah. Do you even really recommend that movie?
That's not even Asian.
Yeah.
But
all right, guys. With that said, where you can find real quick, Jay, you are still doing Ego Phoenix, right? For the month.
Yeah, still doing it, man. Still rocking the random country generator. Just got Brunei and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Man, this has been a challenge trying to find out.
I ran.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jay.
No, go ahead, man. That's it.
I just had a really bad joke.
What was the joke?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
I ran the random country generator earlier, and all I got was Conway Twitty and Hank Williams.
Good stuff. That's good.
No, it's not. It was really bad. I told you.
Diego, where can they find you? You have a comedy show coming up, correct?
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, kind of, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
maybe. So it's kind of in the wings. I thought you were doing a show.
Yeah, it's yes.
And no,
but
did it
maybe.
get canceled? Are you announcing?
No, as far as I know, no.
Did
But
you
yeah.
not take the night off and your manager's here? You don't want to say what night it is?
It's just not all the details are out, so I'm not sure like if it's like
Okay, well,
set in stone. You know,
where can they find you on the internet? Give them your Instagram. Give them your whatever.
Instagram. Go. Period. Diego. Period.
Oh no.
Go. Period. Get. Period. It. Go Diego. Go. Get it. Period.
No.
That may be my favorite Instagram handle.
Yeah.
And finally, you can find us on the internet at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you will find all the podcasts. Check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at /wearepodcast. And finally, you can check us out every Monday here for Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past at 8 p.m. Central Time live on Twitch. With that said, Diego, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching the movie and talking with us. Also, next week will be Lily Cat. This is the end of season 2. We made it to 50 episodes, guys. 50 episodes of Camp Slash. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully we get to that 100. Let's keep a going and have a good time. With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to cut the feeds. I got so many feeds going on. You don't even know. All right.
I want to start talking shit about people. I don't want them to hear me.
All right. 2 feeds.
So cut
All
your
right.
feeds.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp Slash Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv /We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com /We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture, and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast, where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore, heroes, Gyros, a dungeons and distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I hate being sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.